to the tail of the tape. And the first thing that jumps out, of course, the age. Holmes at 45, 16 years older than McCALL. Slight height advantage for Holmes. Holmes weighed in at 236, McCALL 231. The reach close, 1 inch advantage.
He weighed in at a ready 236 pounds, and his record includes 61 wins, only 4 losses, with 40 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the legendary former heavyweight champion who defended his crown 19 times, currently ranked the WBC number 8 contender, introducing the one and only Easton assassin, Larry Holmes. And across the ring, the defending world champion on my left, fighting out of the red corner. He enters the ring ready to fight, wearing black trunks with red trim, hailing from Chicago, Illinois. His weight, 231 pounds, with a record of 25 wins and 5 losses. He has 18 wins coming by way of knockout. And tonight, he is making the first defense of his title. Please welcome the newly crowned WBC heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Atomic Bull, introducing Oliver McCALL.
All right, I spoke to both fighters in the dressing room. I'm cautioning again, obey my commands at all times. I want a good, clean fight. In case of a knockdown and you're standing, you go to the neutral corner. Remain in the corner until I tell you to come out. Shake hands and good luck.
Moment of truth, fellas. That's it.
The question now, does he still have the speed and force behind the jet? Here we go. Round 1 scheduled for 12 for the title. Can Larry Holmes take Oliver McCALL to school? Cannot get into a punching contest as he goes right at McCALL with the right hand.
And his jab, which has always been his best feature. He's come up popping that jab hard. We expected that.
Don't hold him.
Question is, which McCALL will show up tonight? The fighter who goes on a seek and destroy mission, or the sparring partner, the fighter who lets his opponent dictate the fight?
Well, he is wanting to get out of here early. He is not looking for any mercy here. He's trying to make this fight end quickly, and we just started out and see it's a McCALL that likes the battle that we've got tonight.
Midway through the round, opening round, McCall's best weapon, the overhand right. There it is.
Tell you what, there was an even cuter right hand by Larry.
Oh, Larry suckered him in to the right range and dropped the right hand perfectly, as a good veteran will do. But it didn't seem to affect Oliver, but he sure was a good one. Nice little crisp right hand by Holmes. Right now, McCall's not giving any kind of movement. Is just standing right in front of Larry, which is kind of not the way to fight him.
A little bit of a waiting game going on here by both fighters. Right now, Larry getting the better of it.
Both fighters in the first round looking to end it on one punch. Not much style in evidence. And George Benton says, go to the jab to Oliver McCALL. Let's see some boxing.
That's odd. Benton's working in 2 quarters and 2 championship fights, and he's saying the same thing. Use that jab. You don't hit the head, hit the shoulder, hit something.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't think Larry really was trying for a one-punch knockout, but what I think he was trying to do was gain that respect he's going to need if he wants to keep Oliver off and keep Oliver respectful.
Well, I think he got his respect because Oliver quit fighting it toward the end of that round, just stood in front of him like he had no more ideas. Like, oh, I tried what I came here for, nothing worked. I mean, you know, he's got to get back to his game plan of motion and fast punching and so forth. He hasn't done that. I mean, so in that case, Larry did win that war.
And you wonder if Holmes is a threat to knock out a strong young fighter, but he does still possess a crisp left-right combination. He has the big reach. He is in good shape, as mentioned. He tries to set a comfortable pace for himself, knows how to conserve energy. His chin has become vulnerable. This, of course, was the round in which McCALL ended Lennox Lewis's reign as champion. The second round with a big overhand right. There's a right hand, but Holmes showing some defense, able to stave him off. McCALL has never really challenged the best in the division. Took on 3 world champions before or after they were champions. As we head for the bell.
like the chairman of the board. He looks like he's at a board meeting. The other guy looks like he's a nervous wreck. He's huffing, he's puffing. I think the nerves are on the part of Oliver McCall. After all, Larry has been here so long, and he's such a veteran. I mean, he's like he's holding a board meeting. But, you know, Oliver's always been a flighty kind of edgy guy. Nice right hand.
You know, Oliver smiled, but he's not doing the right thing right now. He's taking his time too much, and he's not working. Got to work harder. Got to forget about Larry's right hand. He got to start working the body and come inside.
And get away from that right hand and circling right into it. But the other thing is that right hand, although it's missing, is changing Oliver's game plan. He's respecting it too much. I mean, Larry's throwing it with all his power. He's missing, but it's really kind of frightening Oliver McCall. It's changing his game plan. And so far, he has not jabbed to the body like he said he was, like his instructions from Georgie Benton. I think that's a very dangerous thing to do when a guy's got a right hand like Holmes has.
This fight has already gone longer than McCall's title victory over a much younger Lennox Lewis.
Larry Holmes won't make any of the big mistakes that Lennox Lewis would make at this stage of his career. He's been here before. It's just a matter of now, can he get that body to do what he wants his mind to do?
McCall with the right hand. He predicted a third-round knockout. Now going to the ribs.
It was a nice right hand, but it didn't do any real damage. And on the inside, he's holding Oliver pretty good, and Oliver's using a lot of energy. So we'll see what happens.
Holmes finding his way, but staying against the rope.
I don't remember when I've seen Holmes this crisp and this hard in years. I don't remember in years he's thrown punches this hard.
I talked to Larry yesterday, and as I said, we've been good friends for about 10 years now. He has looked and sounded as well as he ever has with me for the past 5 years.
Holmes doing a little toying, little playing around. McCall takes exception. Holmes says he does feel great. He didn't feel right when he fought Holyfield in '92. Losing decision. Undisputed heavyweight title at the time, you'll recall, he threw up in the ring, had problems with his contact. Feels great tonight.
Don't hold it. Don't hold it.
You ever wonder why a fighter wears contact lenses in a fight?
Larry uses contact lenses. It still boggles my mind that he could even try that. I know he had problems with it in the Holyfield fight, caused him some problems. I guess his vision is just much more clear, and he likes it that way, because I've never asked him specifically, but that's strange.
Well, Larry's found a home in that corner because he's not getting out. He must think he can outthink him and outfight him in that corner. No motion, standing there, taking these punches.
How smart is this? How intelligent is this against a guy like McCall to lay on the ropes?
Well, if you know what you're doing, like Larry is, you know, uses his elbows so much as he did in the Holyfield fight, you know, hey, this guy is a really cagey man. I mean, he knows boxing. He is a professor.
Let's not forget he's 45 years old, and this is where he can save energy.
Yep.
Hit me low. I know. He hit me low, Donald. Tell the ref. All right.
All right, let's take two looks at this right hand by McCall. Bang. Now, that hit pretty good. I mean, that drove Larry into the ropes, and then he stayed in that corner. Let's take another look at it. Bobby,
if you think back and you watch this is kind of similar to what happened when he fought the Englishman, Lennox Lewis. He took off a right, swung with it, turned in, and fired his own, only he didn't land this one as clean.
Round 4 scheduled for 12. Let's see if Holmes takes McCall right back to the ropes. Holmes able to elbow Holyfield, you recall, on the ropes in similar fashion. He cut Holyfield. Holmes, when he went back to his corner, he told his trainer, Don Turner, he's hitting me low. Here's a right hand that pushes McCall back. A smacking right by McCall. McCall smothering Holmes again against the ropes, trying to go to the body. Here's a jab followed up by a right that just missed by Holmes. McCall able to sidestep that potential damage.
Now McCall beginning to feel the rhythm of the fight.
Right hand by McCall.
He's been stiff and kind of scary-like, and he is now starting to get in the rhythm. 2 or 3 jabs, then followed by a right, then push him into the ropes. He's getting in there. He's getting the idea that he can take this guy, and his attack has been proven better this round.
Richard Steele says, keep it clean. Here's McCall opening up on Holmes.
Once again, Larry's drawing him into the corner. I don't know if he wants that fight there for any particular reason other than he can rest, lean on the ropes, and use them to save energy.
He can sure use his elbows well, too, Bobby. This guy really knows when he's in close. He knows how to use that elbow.
As mentioned, that's what he did against Holyfield, using the elbow, but here comes McCALL.
Fight gets very difficult here for Larry, being 45, having to deal with the extra strength.
Now McCALL takes a step back, takes a big deep breath, and comes right back forward on Larry Holmes.
And he knows Larry's right hand is coming.
And here we go, round number 5 for the WBC Heavyweight Championship. Oliver McCALL in his first defense. We're waiting for Larry Holmes. Here he comes. Holmes doing a lot of blinking. Here's the right hand, overhand right now. He goes to the body, does Holmes. McCALL glancing over to Richard Steele.
That's what took him so long. That tape is coming off the glove.
That's why.
Larry's come out here for this round as the aggressor, taking an offensive posture, and Oliver seems to be fine letting him do that. He doesn't really want to force the fight, force the action, and meet him midway, making the older man maybe use a little more energy.
Yeah, he doesn't want to mix it up. He doesn't want to exchange with him. He just lets him punch up. He's punching in the air most of the time, but that jab is coming out there pretty good. I didn't think he'd have that much of a jab.
Big right hand, but back comes McCALL, countering after the Holmes right.
Nice body work.
Body is Oliver McCALL.
That's where it hurts when you're 45 years old.
Pounding to the midsection. Now, showboating by Larry. This is similar to what Holmes tried to do to Evander Holyfield. And he's trying to make McCALL fall into his trap. And look at again, he looks over.
Oh, that's awful. That's just awful. You can't do that.
I'm not totally sure what's going through Oliver's mind right now. Like I said, I know both these guys pretty well.
Right hand by Larry Holmes.
He keeps turning and walking away. I can't help but think he's going to leap in with something as a surprise, but I'm going to be the one surprised.
He's looking at us.
Now he's looking at us. And he's dancing around.
Look at this. I mean, what is he, flying? I mean, what is all this motion? Not since Chris Eubank did all those strange motions in England have I seen a guy do all this crazy stuff.
You know, Tommy Morrison did a lot of walking around in similar fashion with George Foreman, jumping in with some jabs, but George was a big puncher, and Tommy forced to be the boxer. Here, Larry's the
nice
boxer.
Right hand. Nice right hand. Has Holmes holding on.
Less than 30 seconds to go in round 5. There's a miss, but McCALL comes back with a left, charging into Holmes against the rope.
Holmes now resigned to taking body shots. I don't know what he's doing. There's a lot of talking going on here. This looks like the Royal Shakespearean Theater rather than a boxing match here. What are you, acting here?
Have to get out. Break.
Final seconds of the round.
Look at Larry.
And Holmes just in statuesque fashion, just standing there. And now has a word for Richard Steele.
Let's take a look at Holmes, one of these wide misses. He misses, and also McCALL misses, but he comes back with a second shot and a third, and of course, that is points for McCALL.
Round 6. Holmes asking for McCALL to mix it up in round 5. Does he really want that?
Once again, Larry comes out as the aggressor. Oliver walks away kind of nonchalantly.
Larry just standing there the last 10 seconds of the 5th round, and then having a little conversation with Richard Steele as the bell sounded. McCALL dancing around up on the balls of his feet against the stationary target, Larry Holmes. There's that jab that connects by McCALL, the left jab.
Well, McCALL is not impressive. He may be winning these rounds, but he's not impressive. Those are two good jabs by Holmes. Good
now he looks away again, does McCALL, this time to the other side. Loading up with the right, McCALL. Well, he's got some unusual moves in the ring.
Yeah, this is a sort of disco dancer fighting.
Right hand by Holmes. It tagged McCALL, then he goes to the ribs.
Larry's throwing some punches now that he means business.
Yeah, he's like opening up and saying, okay, let's get to a fight here.
Holmes very, very serious right now. He was playing around before. Now he's stalking McCALL, waiting for his opening. Oh, an overhand right to the back of Oliver McCall.
Larry, how do you think your dad's doing so far?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
You're nervous. You're losing your voice, aren't you?
Yeah.
How tough is it to watch your dad fight?
Hard. I don't like coming anymore. It's nerve-wracking.
Anymore? How many times did you see him fight when he was champion, and do you remember it?
Like once or twice, and I don't remember at all.
What's he like to be around at home after he wins or loses, just being beaten up?
Well, I don't know, tired, don't talk a lot, just lays on the couch.
You getting a lot of fights in school? Are you going to be a fighter?
No, I don't get in fights.
All right, Larry Jr. Good to see you. Good luck to you and your dad.
The folks in McCall, oh, big right hand by Holmes. The folks in McCall's corner were saying, don't play to the crowd. Stop doing that stuff. Get focused. Get serious.
Look how serious Larry Holmes is. And this guy still is coming.
Pounding away. Larry Holmes and the crowd loving it.
I'll tell you what, I have to fight that even because Oliver's not doing the job and Larry is doing the job.
I had Oliver have him ahead 58 to 56, but some of those rounds could easily go the other way. And since he started play action, I'm sure a couple have gone the other way.
Right. McCall has held the title for only about 6 months. Get your hands off the ropes, says Richard Steele to Larry Holmes. He doesn't care how many championships he's won. And now McCall working to the face with the jab.
Punching it out.
Also, how many times can you warn a guy for holding the ropes? It's illegal, but I never understood why. I mean, it's...
Holmes just looking to fend him off. And he got through with the left hand, McCall. And now the right missing. Final seconds of the 7th round for the WBC heavyweight title.
Well, I tell you, all fight long, he's been throwing that right hand. It's getting closer, and sure, he's got a punch. Larry Holmes has got a punch to knock you out. The farther the fight goes, the better Larry Holmes looks. And that's a surprise.
Well, I'll tell you,
be wearing out, and instead he comes out like gangbusters.
1 or 2 big body shots. McCall's throwing a couple to the head, but he's loading up on the shots and he's making him tired. Takes the same amount of energy to start that punch as it doesn't stop it if you miss, and that causes fatigue.
McCall looking around over his left shoulder, over his right shoulder. Now he invites Holmes in.
And you know what I don't understand about that is McCall's been winning on the ropes and losing in the center of the ring. So the battle better suited for him right here.
So now in the center of the ring once again. There's the jab by McCall, counter jab by Holmes.
But McCall is like in slow motion. There's no fury to this fighting. There's no fierceness to it. It's sort of in limbo kind of fighting. I don't know.
He's complaining about a thumb now.
Now he's going to talk about that.
That's it, baby. Use it.
Earlier tonight, we saw another heavyweight championship fight, and that had a lot of action between Selden and Tucker, and who would have thought that'd be the case?
Well, that was a crisp battle. It was so interesting to see, and such a surprise here. We thought we were going to see fury at the beginning, and these guys have been fighting very slowly at a measured pace. Not interesting.
Well, Larry's doing what he's supposed to do. He's not supposed to try and invoke some wrath of war. You know, he wants to do what he's doing here and not start a barn burn.
I agree with you. For Larry, this is the ideal fight. What I don't understand is McCall. I mean, I understand Larry. I know exactly what he's doing.
McCall with a nice jab, pushing Holmes back. Holmes with his hands way down. Right hand by Holmes that got in. It landed.
Larry's doing what he told me he was going to do, and right now Oliver's not.
Beautiful right hook by Larry Holmes.
Come on,
Now he's got Holmes up against the ropes again. Right above us. Left hook, crisp left hook by McCall to the head of Holmes. Another left hook by Oliver McCall.
See in here where Oliver's working, Larry, working his body and digging some shots up top. On the ropes is where he's winning the fight, not in the center of the ring, but he walks back out.
Right. This is not to McCall's advantage. Out here in the center of the ring as the bell sounds.
McCall, Oliver's wife, Oliver was very confident coming into this fight. How do you feel he's doing?
I think he should be a little more aggressive, but other than that, he's doing great. You need Get under Holmes' jab.
You've been sitting here like you want to jump out and get into the ring. You're throwing a few punches. You're hollering and screaming.
Yeah, I should get in there. Whisper something in his ear. Let him know he needs to get under Holmes' jab.
You're a little frustrated with what's going on, aren't you?
Not quite frustrated now.
Are you enjoying this? It took 9 years to get here, and now he's finally here. Are you enjoying this, or would you prefer maybe not to be watching all this?
No, I'm enjoying this a lot.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay.
All right, Steve. Tough time over here.
Round number 9. Holmes' jab looking sharp in the 8th round. Let's see what happens here. Oliver McCall, the champion, upsetting Lennox Lewis. Larry Holmes, the challenger, 45 years of age. Coming back to the scene of his first heavyweight championship, 1978, when he beat Ken Norton.
Nothing to those punches, Bobby. Nothing.
You know what? I was just going to say it. You took the words out of my mouth. I don't understand what's going on.
He's got a clean shot, and he just powder puffed it. I mean, can't believe this guy. Does he think the championship carries some privilege and just going to give him easy, close rounds? I think nostalgia and oh,
big left hand by McCall. Follows it up to the right, to the left. Combinations by McCall.
Tell you what, a couple of those shots got home pretty good.
Cut under the
Shook
left
Larry
eye.
up a little bit.
Larry Holmes cut under the left eye. Let's see if McCall can continue.
Watch your head.
McCall with the right hand off the top of Holmes' head. But tiring out now. McCall expending a lot of energy.
Watch your head.
So it was a short flurry by Oliver McCall.
There appears to be a cut underneath that Larry's left eye, and his nose might be bleeding as well.
Here we go, midway through the 9th round. There's a right uppercut by Holmes. Back comes McCall, combination. Airing it out.
This is not the fight that Larry needs.
No, Larry, now is a fight that we expected from McCall.
Holmes can't get into a punching contest with McCall. Remember, Richard Steele is the referee. Blood coming from under the left eye of Holmes. Steele watching very closely. Reputation of stopping fights early. 1 minute to go in the ninth.
You know, I think that reputation of Richard Steele is not quite deserved. He made one questionable call and has never heard the end of it.
Here comes McCall again. Oh, what a left hand by McCall. That snapped Holmes' head back.
And Holmes came back with a combination showing the heart he has, but he's got to step out of that corner.
Maybe he can't, Bobby. Maybe he can't. He's pinned in there by McCall, and he's been hit some real hammering shots. This is the best fighting he's done.
Again, McCall operating to the head of Holmes.
If he can summon up the energy, McCall's got him now. Look at his face.
20 seconds left of the 9th round. What a round for McCall. Combination to the head again by Oliver McCall.
See, Steve, here's where the strength and just not being able to call upon your body at 45 to do what it once could is causing Larry to have some serious problems now.
Very big round for McCall.
And that is it. And what a difference as Alethea McCall approves, the wife of Oliver.
Let's take a look at that left hook. The kind of damage it created the havoc in the corner.
Yeah,
but still the heart of Holmes. Still the heart of Holmes as he comes back.
Too much stuff under the left eye. His face all swollen up.
He has a very bad gash here. It's not a bad place for as far as stopping fights are concerned, but it's a long gash. Looks like maybe even an elbow.
Well, he's puffing up.
The only good news is it's under the eye. Coming off the best round of the fight, Oliver McCall getting the wake-up call. Here we are in round number 10.
Larry came right out, hit him with a good 1-2, and then followed it with another one. So Larry's not all that much disturbed by what happened, but he knows he has to adjust.
And he knows he's got to do something to get back in the momentum of this thing, because McCall has certainly swung this fight around to him now.
Worker, get out!
McCall looking to pick up where he left off in the last round, stalking home.
Hunter, get out!
Richard Steele screaming, punch and get out.
Hunter, get out of there! Come on, you guys, let's work.
The Holmes corner telling Larry, let's get back to that jab.
He just looked at our camera like he almost got it in his eye. Here comes McCALL again.
I'll tell you what, Larry's probably just not able to get out of that corner because that's not where he should be. And McCALL doesn't get in any hurry to get back in the corner where he should be.
Incredible.
We'll see if we see more of those potent left hooks by Oliver McCALL. Here's the jab by Holmes, having no effect on Oliver McCALL. All right, the jab again by Holmes. It goes back to what got him here. Right hand by Holmes, but a glancing blow. Oh, if that had connected.
And here comes the tape again. They're going to have to call timeout.
And Oliver's just waiting too long. He's letting Larry rest where Larry should be pressed. And Larry, to his credit, is stepping to McCALL, forcing the fight.
Again, they'll have to do some work on the tape.
I don't know why they don't put electrical tape. That duct tape, you know, no, I'm serious. In certain countries, they use that duct tape, and it doesn't come off. You got to cut it off. It's really tough. This stuff here is nothing.
30 seconds left in the round with the time call. Here we go. A slight blow for both fighters. Round 10 closing down. Holmes loading up with the right, but right off the shoulder of Holmes, able to duck, McCALL able to duck away. And there's the bell to end round 10.
Larry, don't use that jab. Stay on the stick. Stay on the stick. Stay on the
As we head into the championship rounds, round number 11. McCALL sending Holmes back with the left jab. Right hand by Holmes, but doing no damage. Now the jab by Holmes.
Every round seems to start the exact same, Steve, and it just, I don't understand why McCALL doesn't press it even harder.
Now he picks it up.
Don't hold him, Larry, don't hold him.
I think he waits for Holmes to burn out, and he's got that energy at the very first minute, and then he just burns it out. And then it's nothing for the rest of the round. But he does try. Boy, you got to give it to Larry. He always has had heart. He's always been a champion in his heart.
Combination to the head by Oliver McCALL. Right-left. Now doubling up on the left hooks. Well, Holmes in good shape, but you got to remember he's in good shape for a man his age, 45.
Right. And he's getting beaten, but not taking a shattering beating, not taking that kind of beating where you kind of wince and say, oh my God, stop the fight.
There's a doubling up with the left.
He's losing, that's all.
Beautiful left jab work there by McCALL. Holmes again just holding on to the ropes, unloads with the right hand, but back comes McCALL.
Punching it out, punching it out.
Again, that right hand by McCALL has a few words for Richard Steele. It says, watch the backhand.
Come on, now,
look at the legs.
If I had to paint a picture of this fight, that was it right there. Him with it eating up and just holding on to that top rope. Oh,
right hand counter by McCALL.
Once again, that right hand counter, the same one. He draws a fire with the right hand, leans over and fires his back.
Holmes is opening himself up. 15 seconds left in the 11th round for the WBC heavyweight title.
Well, I, for one, didn't think we'd go this far. A tribute to Larry Holmes.
Don't hold him.
A very concerned family. We heard from young Mr. Holmes earlier.
You know, Diane Holmes and my wife are very close. And Diane called Kim and said, don't let Bobby fight as a heavyweight. And Kim said, Diane, you're married to a heavyweight. Can you tell him what to do?
That right hand, it didn't land as good as it looked, but it did land. I mean, you know, he's been doing that all night long. This is the last round,
and the last time Holmes went 12, June 19th, 92, as they touched gloves. It was a loss to Holyfield for the undisputed heavyweight title. A week later, Oliver McCALL lost the 12-round decision to Tony Tucker for the NABF heavyweight title. That was also the last time McCALL went 12 rounds, and we thought that was a questionable decision. So here we go, 12th and final round for the WBC heavyweight championship. A battered Larry Holmes at the age of 45, hanging in there.
battered but still combative. Still in there with a very good, well-conditioned young man.
The fight might be just a little out of reach for Larry now, but, you know, some of these rounds are very close. Larry, I thought, had a nice lead early. McCall closed the gap, then he did a little seesawing. I don't even know what.
But don't you think, against a champion, even in Nevada, you got to be more convincing than this?
Anything goes in Nevada, Steve.
Yeah, you are right. Chuck Jampa of Nevada, Barbara Perez of New York, and Tamatsu Tomihara of Hawaii are your judges.
Yeah, but the tide has swung ever since that beating, that battering in the corner there, and it's been all McCall. And here's again a picture of the fight.
That was round 9 when Oliver McCall really unleashed that barrage.
Don't hold him, Bright. Step back, step back.
This is the last round. Holmes talking to McCall, saying, come on in. Misses with the right hand. Just flailing away is Holmes.
Punching it out.
Well, I hope this discourages him from trying anything else.
It's a nice right hand Larry landed there, but it's a little bit too short on the late side.
And Larry Holmes in desperate need of a knockout here to win this fight, we would think. Coming up to 1 minute remaining in the 12th round.
Keep working.
Holmes just loading up with the right hand.
Right, step back, step back, step back. Come on, Larry. Let's go, Larry. Let's go, Larry.
Right hand by McCall that hit air. 50 seconds and counting.
Keep him up, keep him up. Come on, last round, you got last round.
Richard Steele imploring Larry Holmes. Come on, last round, encouraging the crowd. Now, rising.
You gotta like a referee that coaxes you on.
Less than 30 seconds. McCall bouncing around, looking to finish in strong fashion. Held up on that right hand at the last second of McCall.
Steve, now it's purely a matter of strength and use, and the 45-year-old body of Larry not being able to deal with what Oliver has left.
Final seconds. McCall finishing with a flurry. That is it.
Well, an auspicious beginning, not a auspicious first fight for the heavyweight champion. McCall and Larry did much better than I thought. Kudos to him, but I hope that this points out to him that he should not be in this and get out finally once and for all.
He did say before the fight tonight that if he loses, this will be his last fight. We shall see.
Judge at ringside, Barbara Perez scores the bout 114 to 113. Tamatsu Tomihara scores the bout 115 to 114. Judge at ringside, Chuck Jampa scores the bout 115 to 112. All three in favor of the winner. And still champion, the Atomic Bull, Oliver McCall.
Congratulations. You think that old man was going to be that tough a nut?
You know what? I knew he was going to be that tough a nut. I'm going to tell you, Larry Holmes comes to fight every fucking fight. That's the difference. Excuse the language. Excuse the language, kids. I'm sorry. I have to be a role model, baby. But Larry Holmes comes to fight. As you can see, every time you've seen Larry Holmes come back for that title, he fights his heart out. He fought his heart out against Holyfield, fought his heart out against Tyson, and he fought his heart out against even Ray Mercer when he defeated Ray Mercer. But I showed the people one new thing. Oliver McCall have a devastating jab. As you've seen Larry Holmes work his jab, my jab got to him. It busted him up. And, of course, that right hand, which they say is so lucky, split that eye, and I kept the pressure on, but he gave me a hell of a fight.
You won, and there was no question about it, but there was one question remained in all of our heads. What is with all this acting, looking this way and looking that way? You begin to look like Chris Eubank. You're looking over at the corner, you're looking back. What was that?
Well, you know what? That was a little overconfidence that I had on my part, but I had to show the people out there that, hey, Oliver McCall can do little things. I don't have to be a sparring partner, wouldn't dare look over. Only superstars do those things, right? But as you can see, the Atomic Bull can do it, but I guarantee it's my last time doing it because with Tyson, I can't afford to do those things.
You better believe that. You ain't going to be a superstar. You're going to be super sleeping if you do that one.
But I just learned to improve on my thing.
All right, congratulations. Back to Jim Gray.
Yo!
Thank you, Ferdy. I'm here with Larry Holmes. Larry, how you feeling right now? How's your eye?
Oh, my eye hurts a little bit. My hip hurts more because that's all he was doing, hitting me down a bit on the hip. And I kept telling the ref, but the ref kept letting him do it. So, you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes the ref sees what he wants, sometimes he don't.
The fight was judged very close. Did you feel you were as close to taking this championship as they scored it?
Oh, yeah, because, you know, when he jabbed, I would jab. We was doing everything together. I was countering inside. And, you know, we was about even all the way because when he throw, I would throw. So it was staying even with him. And, you know, he landed a couple good punches early, and maybe that's what, you know, swayed the judges. So, you know, he fought a good fight. I fought a good fight. He was a little stronger. Didn't mean tonight, so that's the way it goes.
10 years ago, 8 years ago, would this guy have had any chance against you?
I'll tell you that, man. Everything we say is hype for the fight. But I'm going to tell you, baby, you was a legend to me. I told you that. I still mean that, baby. Congratulations.
Be a good champ.
I'm going to try to
just do.
But I just want you to know, all them 7 years you was champ, you was a great champ to me.
20 down, you be a champion for the people.
Okay, thanks.
That's all you do. Okay.
But you still a great champ.
Thanks.
Was this your last fight, Larry?
Yeah. Yeah, it's no sense for me going on. Give me my right. There's no sense of me going on anymore. I had my opportunity. Thanks Don King, thanks Showtime, thanks WBC, because without those people I wouldn't be here today. It has been great. And thanks to my wife for giving me the support, you know, to do this.
Larry, thank you very much. Congratulations. You tremendous, courageous effort tonight.